No lav mic yet. Box full of trades. Bag full of trades. We're hitting up 2 places today. But they're going to be in separate videos. But it's exciting because one of them I haven't been to for years and I really don't know how it's going to go down. But that's for another video. Let's go. Right there, guys, we're going to be diving into Retro World with our bag full of trades to see what goodness we're going to get in here. Yeah. Made it inside, guys. We're going to have a good look around. It seems bigger than last time. I don't know why, but it's, yeah, packed full of awesome retro game stock. My absolute treasure, the SNES stuff going in here. The F1 World Championship Edition. That's a good price. In at $49.99 with Le Manuel. I've got some Pack Attack, Mr. Nuts. I have pretty much all of these. Got King Arthur's World hiding down the back. I was like, what is that thing? Castle Vodka. It's actually a hip flask. Brilliant. So far it's looking really nice in Retro World Derby. It's been about 9 months, I think, since I've been in there. It did look way bigger and they did say kindly that they'd move some stuff around so people with like pushchairs, prams and wheelchairs can get in. I think that's pretty darn cool. More SNES stuff here. Oh, and the Quick Shop had this even more down here. And unboxed and Japanese. Wow. Okay, let's go through it. Let's go through it. We've got some Mickey Mania in, On the Ball, Kick Off, Stunt Race FX. We've got it, Flashback, Krusty Super Fun Hours. Used to have a ton of fun on that game. Like maybe like my friend Danny back in the day. Yeah, Pugsley Scavenger Hunt, mate. I loved that game. I remember my friend Martin had it and he played it, wouldn't lend it to me, wouldn't trade it me, wouldn't even let me play it. But we were just like sat watching him play. Yeah, mad times. All right, Sega stuff up next. All right, Ghouls and Ghosts, Double Clutch. Castle of Illusion. Got some Genesis version of Jungle Strike as well. We got some hardcore collector's guides here. I don't need any more guides, but I can totally appreciate the grind that is the game guide collectors. Like, there's some really good stuff in here. Some really good stuff, actually. Hey, including a Nintendo Game Book.
Beautiful Stephanie.
Okay, here is the Nintendo. This is the collector's cabinet. Time Stalker's in collector's condition. It looks like, is that a reprint? It looks original. Twisted Metal World Tour, complete with manual at $79.99. Nightmare Creatures 2. But I actually saw on their Facebook page that this copy of Pokemon Yellow, I considered bringing my other copy, which is a little bit more bad, to like trade. But I think I'm all right with it, you know. I think I'm all right with my copy. It's a really nice copy, a really mint. I see some Conker's Pocket Tales here. There's just so much good stuff. But this Twisted Metal World Tour, that is nice to see. Really nice to see. What else we got in? My personal favourite highlight so far is definitely the collector's cabinet. Nightmare Creatures 2, Twisted Metal World Tour, the Pokemon Yellow for $160. I would like to know what you guys think for that price. I thought it was kind of top end. I paid £100 for my absolutely battered copy. I think it was like $99 or £100 about 3 or 4 years ago. Was it worth me going in for it? I didn't do the trade. Of course I didn't do the trade. I'm kind of happy with what I've got there. I've got the game. I don't necessarily need the collector's edition, the Uber Mac Daddy fantastic edition, but I was so happy just to see it in person. But I did pick up some stuff as part of the trade because I've been getting rid of some of the old bits of the collection that I have no concerns for, absolutely no passion for. So I'll show you later in this episode what I picked up. And it's not all about the big hitters because there's actually some £2 games in here. Rise, don't want it. Dead Game, Anthem, Sims 2 Pets, Borderlands. I mean, I'm done with shelf fillers. Back in the day, I would have snapped a load of these up. But I've just got that much stuff now that I'll actually be selling stuff because there's just too much in the game room. It's insane. Now, not my thing. more Jess's thing on the Atari side of collecting. Panasonic 3DO, I do absolutely love my 3DO. But I have that many games that there's nothing I'm actually craving to play on 3DO. But there's still some wicked stuff in. Like even when you used to get like CDs, demos and games with magazines. Space Pirates? Never even heard of that. What even is that? In collector's condition nonetheless. I have that Space Hulk, which is cool. And we got Wing Commander 3 there with some classic Cheese Fest artwork. Mate, we gotta grip some of these awesome little stickers for the Lady Lounge. I actually got these and these previously. If you eagle-eyed, you'll see them on the game room tour. Check this out. It's like an old looking jacket. That is pretty nice. It's got a little bit of print on the back, not embroidered, just print. That's really cool. I just don't want any jackets. I wouldn't wear that anyway. Right next to Vault 111 though, that's pretty sharp. Magazines are a thing I don't need. I own this. She is not for sale. It's been in here for years. It was even back when they had the market stall. But I own her too. Clocked yet more Japanese here, guys. And even more Japanese PS1. I have a ton. I pretty much have everything I want for the PS1 side of things. But let me know, do you collect Japanese? Got some Rage Racer there. American though. Banger game. This bad boy right here. It's quite a nice game. Just recently got the double case of Twisted Metal, so that'll go nicely with the collection. Can we have a look at it as well? Thank you. Amazing. Fantastic. Well, that box art is lush. Yeah, sound perfect. Doing great, thank you.
I think it's been, yeah, nobody's written in it.
Nobody's written in it, which is always a bonus, isn't it? Thank you very much.
This condition, you probably won't see it in this light, but
Oh yeah, that's lovely.
yeah, it's pretty good.
Perfect, thank you. Check it out, we've got the lovely Lara. Where is that from? That is intriguing somewhat, isn't it? Just randomly came in.
I don't think I can get away with wearing it though.
Give it a go, you can give it a go. Your missus might wear it though, you never know. What brand
Oh,
you
extra
got?
large, so.
It looks quite small though. It does look very small. It's good. She's got
different.
great abs, I will say. That Lara Croft t-shirt, we were both chuckling at that. I did find it quite funny and some random just bought it in. Of course, Derby, Tomb Raider, Lara Croft, she was born there, core design based at 55 Ashbourne Road back in the day when they pumped out the amazing Tomb Raider on the Sega Saturn and the PlayStation 1. I was born in Derby, as was Lara. Successful trip, did a trade. There are a couple of like Wii games he didn't want. He said for some reason, they cannot shift Wii at the moment. So what I'm going to do is dart round to CEX. We'll chuck them in there. Even if we get a couple of quid, it's a voucher. And it means I don't have to carry him back home because I just want rid of him. So yeah, we'll go and see what they can give us. It smells and the queue is massive. All right. So pretty massive displays going on. This is a great game, by the way. If you've not played Fantasy Life, that is amazing. Really good game. And this is a banger game. This was on the Buy the List challenge. Picked that up. Love a tennis game. There's nothing I really want. Ryger the Legendary Adventure. Never heard of it, mates. What else have we got? We got some pinball. Nothing major. Banger, absolute banger title. Such a good game. I've got this, but I don't have the classics version. Don't really want the classics version. But wicked title. In terms of what we've got on the retro, it is pretty slim pickings. Wavebird for 68, a battered copy of Pokemon Red for 95, SNES controller. Dawn of Sorrow is pretty nice though. Is that complete? Actually interested in that. So I've also just realised that Critical Hit is here. They actually have a few retro games, so I didn't bother trading them in CX because the queue is absolutely monstrous. So we'll whip around the corner, have a chat with Taz, and have a look in Critical Hit, because they own a shop in Matlock, Chesterfield, different owners, same brand. So it's literally, it says it's like 900 yards away. So let's go into Critical Hit and check their retro. When did this happen? Toys R Us in WH Smith. Got a Jeffrey there. No, we're not going in because it's packed, but it looks like that's going to make a comeback. That would be insane. Insane, but for another day, for another day. It's getting so busy now, but there is a charity shop in here. I think it's the British Heart Foundation. I think it's down here. I think it is.
You lose.
I need a few seconds of your time to tell you about channel memberships. If you guys want to become a channel member, click join from the main page or the second link in the description. There are 3 tiers, all with different perks for you if you want to become a team member. Thanks for your time. Let's continue with the video.
Critical Hit is right here. They do have a selection of retro, so we're going to dive in and see what goodies we can hopefully find. All right, PS3, PS2, slim pickings, but we've got a cabinet down there full of the more obscure stuff. Some Soul Calibur in. Primal, great game. Bit of Top Gun, don't want anything on the PS2. Or PS3 for that matter. If I did, I'd go for big hitters. Very slim pickings on Wii U. Wii U? What planet am I on? What planet am I on? Just looks like some basic kind of shelfy fillers going on here. That's fine. What we want is in those cabinets down there, though. What I believe to be the big hitters. Here we go, cartridge-based retro games. Mortal Kombat 4. Really wanted to get like Super Nintendo. I don't think there's any Super Nintendo in, which is a shame. But this shop is up and coming. You can kind of see they're probably going to be needing stock. I don't think there's anything I really want in here. 120 smackers. It's in nice condition, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a manual. It's complete.
Oh.
It's good.
Yeah, it does look fresh, that. How long get it in?
It's been in probably 2 or 3 weeks.
That's it.
Yeah, guy bought it.
Nice.
Just found a Mega Drive in his loft.
Did he? And it was just like wedged in with it. Yeah.
PS1.
Yeah.
And he had no PS1 games, but he bought some nice Mega Drive games. To be fair, he probably brought all the Mega Drive games in.
Did he?
Cartridges.
Well, we got some cartridges. Here we go.
I don't think they're great though.
What we got? We got some Star Wars, Rogue Squadron, F1 Pole Position 64, a bit of Wave Race, Mission Impossible.
Some classics.
Sorry, Diddy Kong. That's the one right there, isn't it? That is the one. What you say? Sorry. Oh, sorry. But no, that's nice. The Bubble and Squeak is lush. Loving the Soul Reaver Legacy of Kain comic. That artwork is delicious. Quite nicely sandwiched next to the Joker as well. Lovely. I like to know what I'm getting in life. So for me, buying something like this, I wouldn't enjoy it because if you got doubles, it'd just do me head in. So I think we're going to go in with it, guys. Doing a few trades. Not my cards, ignore them. These are mine. Your cards. But that is in beautiful condition. And I've seen it around at some of the markets. Display only, no product. I mean, an old display box as well. Just is in awesome condition, dude. Did a little trade in Critical Hit. Buzzing with that. Really stoked. Picked up exactly what you saw me pick up, which is a nice obscure Sega MD/Genesis title. Oh, there we go. Look, if you want to go to Glory Holes. Adult only crazier golf. I dread to even think. And yes, I actually forgot that Critical Hit had opened a store in Derby. Like I said, been to the one in Matlock, you've seen the one in Chesterfield, and it was really nice to go in there. I'm not a huge fan of Pops, but I want to support local businesses, as we do with the retro game hunting scene in the United Kingdom. Now, Tank did say he does want more retro in, so if you've got any retro and you're in Derby, you want to trade it or sell it, drop it into Critical Hit. Let's pad out that shop, let's get them more retro in. But let's take a look at what they got. I will say this, I came out with a big hitter. So you've seen it. We have a gorgeously immaculate copy of Bubble and Squeak on the Sega Genesis blue label. This looks like an old display case. We've got the nice tag intact at the top. Gonna give the case a bit of a clean, but this was locked in at 120. Now the trades that they didn't take at Retro World, I took over to Tank Store, Critical Hit, couple of Wii games and a GBA game, and I got myself £22 off this. So I only paid 98 quid for this. It was locked in at 120. Tank did say they do go cheaper than CX, which was really, really freaking awesome. I'm so glad to finally own this, and it's going right over there. I can already see the spot that it's gonna live in my Sega collection. So what exactly did I pick up? I actually only spent £10, which was just to put towards what I traded in, and it was from that glorious collector's cabinet. Now I kind of figured, because I'd already got this beauty on Buy the List on the series that I'm doing, I wanted to get Twisted Metal World Tour on the PlayStation 1. Now he kindly showed me this in the store. Everything looked really fresh. I was so stoked with it. I wanted this for quite some time, but you don't see it around that often. It was priced in at $79.99. I might get a replacement case as there are some scratches on this. I'm gonna give it a good old clean before we dive it on the shelf, but really cool. And I will say that I would love to see a brand new Twisted Metal game on the next generation consoles. This series was so good back in the day. I had so much fun playing it. I think I actually had a copy, an illicit copy, not an original, of Twisted Metal back in the day. But the series itself holds many dear memories, and in fact I have streamed it over on Kick as well. So that's all I got from Retro World Derby. I'm actually really happy with that. Although I didn't go in for it, it doesn't matter, because sometimes it's all about the thrill of the hunt. Yeah.